Hi guys. In this video we learn how to speak about being agree or disagree with someone or something. To say, I agree or disagree with something or someone. We can use variety of words which we learn in this video. First, we speak about being agree. To speak about completely agree with someone or something we can use these phrases. Agree, or agree with. Subscribe to a view. Somebody makes a valid point. Be of the same opinion. Somebody is right. Share somebody's view. And concur. 1. Agree. It can be a transitive and an intransitive verb. For example, many people agreed with her views about the war. I completely agree with the professor that the mind can be trained in that way. Most diet experts agree that dieting needs encouragement and support. 2. Share someone's view, concern, fear. The meaning is, to have the same opinion, concern as someone else. For example, I share her concerns about the lack of facilities in the company. A lot of people share his view that tourism will have a negative impact on the island. I don't share your concern about a France companies managing our ports. 3. Subscribe to a views or theory. It means to agree with an opinion or idea. There are a number of scientists who subscribe to the view that there is a God who controls the working of the universe. I subscribe to the idea that voting is my civic duty. Please pay attention to words written in red. 4. Be of the same opinion. For example, all three specialists were of the same opinion about the cause of global warming. Professor Mandolin is of the same opinion as Dr. Jack. 5. Concur. Examples. The committee concurred with her views. The experts concurred with the majority. 6. Somebody is right. Darwin was right when he argued that humans and higher mammals are closely related. Some teachers might have valid points that you hadn't considered. The other phrase for this is, somebody makes a valid point. Example. Some teachers might have valid points that you hadn't considered. Sometimes we partly agree with someone or something. In this case we use these phrases. Agree up to a point. Broadly agree. There is some truth in. Agree up to a point. Example. Although I agree with him up to a point, I find it hard to believe that this is true in every case. Broadly agree. It means, to agree with most part of something. For example, the conference delegates broadly agreed with the proposals. There is some truth in. It means, used when saying that you think that something is partly true or right. For example, there is some truth in all of these theories, but none of them can fully explain the causes of unemployment. In the next part we speak about nouns which be used for agreement. In general, when a group agree about something, these words can be used. Agreement is an uncountable noun. We use this word in 4 forms. Pay attention to example as well as read words. General agreement. Example. Today there is a general agreement that pollution from cars and planes is threatening the future of our planet. There is widespread agreement on the need for prison reform. Be in agreement about. Example. Geologists are mostly in agreement about how the islands were formed. Reach agreement. Example. The two sides were unable to reach agreement. The other is consensus. This is a singular and uncountable noun. The meaning is agreement between most of the people in a group about something. Example. There is now a general consensus among scientists on the causes of global warming. There was a growing consensus that the military government had to be replaced. Common ground. It is a singular and uncountable noun. The meaning is things that people agree about, especially when there are other things that they disagree about. For example, there are many areas of common ground between the two philosophers. Next is unanimous. It means have the same opinion about something. Examples: medical experts are unanimous on this issue. They were unanimous in their oppositions to the plan. Widely held view or belief. The meaning is an opinion, belief that many people have. Pay attention to example. There is a widely held view among business experts that selling off a business to a management team is not on the best interests of the company shareholders. There is a widely held belief that advanced Eastern societies are becoming more and more criminalized. The last one in this group is widely, or generally accepted. The meaning is it is thought to be true by most people. Examples: it is now widely accepted that the universe began with the so-called Big Bang. It is generally accepted that a healthy diet is vital for keeping in shape. Next part is about disagreeing, related nouns and verbs. First part is about to disagree with someone or with an opinion. 1. Disagree. It is a transitive verb. Scholars continue to disagree about the meaning behind the poem. Although he did not agree with Plato, he was profoundly influenced by him. Scientists disagree among themselves on what causes the disease. I strongly disagree with his views on immigration. 2. Take issue with. It means to strongly disagree with what someone has said. For example, I feel that I must take issue with the article's conclusion. Some people have taken issue with Conrad's description of the Congo in his novel The Heart of Darkness. 3. Dispute. It means to say that you think that something is not correct or not true. Pay attention to examples. Researchers have disputed her claims. No one disputes that the problem exists. Four. Differ. If people differ about something, they have a range of different opinions about it. Example: critics differed sharply on the merits of his work. Opinions differ about the proper relationship between the mass media and society. 5. Be mistaken. Example: he is mistaken if he believes that the United States will not respond to this threat. 6. Dissent. It means to say publicly that you disagree with an official opinion or one that most people accept. For example, 2 members of the jury dissented from the majority verdict. Next part is about nouns which be used for disagreeing. Disagreement. It can be countable and uncountable noun. There is considerable disagreement among experts about the usefulness of these tests. She found herself on disagreement with her colleagues on the issue. Dispute. It is a countable and an uncountable noun. Example: he became involved in a long legal dispute with his publisher. There is considerable dispute over the precise definitions of this term. The United Nations is trying to settle the bitter and long-running dispute between the two countries. Controversy. There has been a lot of controversy over abortion in the U.S. Alice Walker writes about the controversy surrounding the film version of her novel. In the following part we learn words which means causing disagreement. Contentious. It is an adjective and be used to describe situations that cause a lot of disagreement. For example, water has been a contentious issue between Turkey and its neighbors for years. Controversial. It is an adjective and means causing a lot of disagreement among people with strongly opposing opinions being expressed in newspaper or book. For example, the use of genetic tests is a controversial issue. Divisive. It is an adjective and means causing argument between people and form into opposing groups. Examples. The war was extremely divisive. The strike was a divisive issue in the community.